Hey, g'day big bikers and welcome to 2021. We're in the Barossa Valley and I think all we'll be doing today is riding around through vineyards. This is one of Australia's premium wine production areas through here, so it's very, very nice. I'm doing 20 kilometres under the speed limit. Fix that. So yeah, so today's ride I'm just got a little bit of an explore. I'm staying at a place called Williamtown and I'm there because tomorrow I'm going to be going for a group ride that's been organised by a couple of friends of mine from Queensland. They're riding around Australia writing a book called Throw Your Leg Over. So they've organised a group ride tomorrow with some of the people that they know, so I've decided I'm going to go along with him. And yeah, looking forward to that. It's probably going to be mainly sealed roads tomorrow, so that's okay. I have not been on a group ride or like with more than one or two people for so long, so it's going to be interesting. I've never been a big fan of them, but if it's going to take me to some places I've not been before, then we'll go and do that. But what has been happening is I just recently, like in the last couple of days, watched that new video from Derb where he ran out of fuel and he's doing all the calculations, you know, about fuel consumption for the T7. Yeah. And it just reminded me of the last time I ran out of fuel, which was actually in South Australia on the Birdsville track just outside Mungarani. And it was Chris, Neil and I you know, I did the calculations from Birdsville. I filled up the tank. I said, nah, shouldn't need a bladder, it'll be right, because I did the calculations to Mungarani and I should be able to make it, you know, no problem. And then we got hit with one of the most severe headwinds I think I've ever ridden into in my whole entire life. And I only made it 4 kilometres. Well, I didn't. I did. I made it to Mungarani, but I was, pulled up 4 kilometres outside and yeah, out of fuel completely. So anyway, Chris had to go in and get some fuel in the bladder and bring it back for me.
Okay. So how many litres you put in this? 8 or 9?
9.
9, okay. Alright. Might shout for lunch. ADV rider bloke to the rescue.
That was an interesting day, but yeah, we stopped and had lunch in Mungarani, and yeah, it was across the Cooper. I think it was the second time I've crossed the Cooper. They reckon once you've been across Cooper Creek 3 times, you've got the outback in your blood. So Dakar has been done and won, and Team Honda came home. Very sad for Toby Price with his broken collarbone and shoulder and arm. I'm not sure of the full extent of the damage of his arm, but yeah, so Toby was beat up pretty bad, and you know, you got to wonder how much longer he can continue doing that, and whether or not at some stage he's going to switch over to you know, one of the side-by-sides or something to do the Dakar. You know, hopefully he'll recover in time for the Fink, but yeah, I don't know, it's hard. He will probably compete in the Fink, but in the trophy truck. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes with that. So Daniel Sanders came in 4th, a rookie. Fantastic effort for them. I mean, irrespective, I mean, I love the fact that Honda won, obviously. That's you know, good for the brand and good for the supporters of good for the supporters of Honda, because it's been a long time between drinks, apart from last year. But it's been a long time between back-to-back wins for Honda on the Dakar. You know, but got to go back to the into the early 90s. So, but anyway, you know, Honda won, Benavides and Braybeck won 2, and then Sunderland came 3rd on the KTM, and then Dan Honda Sanders on the KTM as well. So, in fact, I think from memory, reading the numbers, the 2 Hondas at the front were the only 2 Hondas that finished. All the rest were pretty much KTMs and Husqvarnas, and what's that other one? The Sherco. So that came in as well. Poor old Yamaha. I mean, they had terrible problem through the terrible trouble during the MotoGP with engines detonating and all sorts of failures all over the place, and you know, really surprisingly, they didn't get to finish Dakar. Not one of their bikes finished Dakar. So a few engines detonated, and they had different problems across the 2 weeks of the event. So that was pretty sad for Yamaha. I mean, you know, they're actually a more, you know, statistically they're a more reliable bike than Honda. So obviously when you're pushing the limits like that, something's going to break. But Honda have had that experience over the last few years where they've had quite a number of engines detonate, you know, and it's, I suppose, just one of those things now where you know, Yamaha have to just lift their game. I'm very close. I don't think that. I think it's just a farm access road. Anyway, that's enough of me yakking away. So this is my first video back since you know, since January 2021. It's my first video. I'm probably not going to be doing as many videos this year because of the whole work situation. That's going to take up a little bit of my time this year, but I'm still going to punch them out, no problems at all. And when I do something interesting like I'm doing tomorrow, I'll make a video about it. And but I think last year I punched out some of my 46 videos. It was just under 1 a week, and it was pretty good going. So you know, the trip's going to continue, but I'm just and the riding's going to continue, and the adventures are going to continue. It's just that I'm going to maybe just back it down a little bit and put a little bit more time into the work that I'm doing, because that's going to consume most of my days over the next couple of months. But you know, I'll keep riding, of course. I don't know if you heard the rumour, but there's talk that Big Bike Adventures is looking at getting another motorbike. So we'll have to see what happens there. I'm going to spend a little bit of time in Adelaide over the next few weeks, just seeing what sort of deal I can get on a new motorbike. All will be revealed. I don't know where this goes, but let's go and find out. Yeah, so I like I said, going on a group ride tomorrow, so all going well, I'll make a video of that. But this won't be a big video today. Just giving you guys an update, saying Happy New Year, and hopefully over the next few weeks I'll be able to get a couple of videos out. But like I said, lower your expectations in terms of how many videos are coming out of BBA this year. I'll do as many as I can, but and as always, fellas, I appreciate your support, fellas and ladies. I know there's some ladies out there that are watching as well. But just at the moment, I'm enjoying the countryside around South Australia. Anyway, I'll leave it here and put a bit of footage in of my ride today, and thanks for tuning in. Of course, as always, if anything interesting happens, I'll come back and tell you about it, but just at the moment it's just gravel roads and got way too much pressure in the front. I've got 32 in the front, which is just way too much pressure, so she's bouncing around a little bit, but it's all good. Look at this countryside. Alright, talk to you later. Everything blocked up in South Australia. Can't go into the plantations, you can't go into the wildlife conservation areas. The only thing you've got to ride in, particularly around this part, and I know it's a little bit different further north, but around here, the kind of the top of the peninsula and around the back of Adelaide, it's just all graded dirt roads, so there's no, you know, you can't just go, I want to go up that hill there and, you know, find a fire trail or something, go. It's all locked off. Well, that's my understanding. I could be missing a whole heap of stuff, so
Just stop at the Mount Pleasant Bakery. Okay. Can't see a thing that way.
Well, during lunch I had a couple of messages from Peter, and so Peter Plowman is going to come and meet me and show me some of the tracks around the Barossa, which would be cool. I'm looking forward to that. I've got a ride for about 20 minutes. I'm going to meet over at Kersbrook, I think. It still is the only thing that annoys me about this bike is that dust on the cluster. Cricks Mill Road to Williamtown. I've missed the turn, but just checking the map, there's another way I can get there. Might be this one. It's going to go up over that way, hopefully. Link up. Alexander Forest Road. That looks interesting. Warning, gravel road. Oh no! Oh no! This is the shortcut. I'm on my way, Pete. It's actually the shortcut back to the shortcut. This is the road I should have been on.
Ah, he's on the Drizzle. Hey mate, how you going?
I'm going good. That's good time.
Hang on, I got the headphone on. Out on the Drizzle, eh?
Sorry?
Out on the Drizzle.
Yeah.
Very cool. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks, sir.
Good, yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. No, that's good.
So you found the lookout?
Yeah, I didn't know about the other road until after I saw the message though, so I'll just follow you.
All right. Well, there's a bit that we're going through that I'm a bit...
Righto.
So...
Well, you know what happens with people that come riding with BBA, don't you? No, we'll just make sure you don't. You know, and I always say to people I ride with, if you're going to fall off, just do it in front of me and make sure I got the camera going.
Well,
Yeah, the preferred option is don't come off.
yeah, that's my preferred option. It used to be a good road, a little good cut through.
Right.
But it's been cut up by four-wheel drivers and rain and stuff. So
Right.
we'll see.
Yeah, okay. No, I'll follow you. All good. I got myself a tour guide. I mean, these things are such a great little bike. You know, they're for like new riders, there's not a lot that's better than the DRZ400. And for even more experienced riders, they're a great compromise. There's a lot of fellas that got them. They take they take with them when they do big trips. They take a spare front sprocket, and so they can easily just change the gearing between highway riding, and then when they get into the snotty stuff or the deep sand or whatever, they can actually switch it back over to a lower gearing. So interesting, or higher gearing. So yeah, great little bike, super reliable. Electric starter, but yeah, I mean, it's not a big bike. It's a good bike for the smaller folk out there. Certainly great starter for those looking to get into an adventure bike, because they're pretty much already set up for it. They're a bit agricultural, but that's okay. Bulletproof. After I turned the camera off before, he said, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "I don't know, I'll follow you." He said, "Well, where haven't you been?" I said, "Well, I haven't been everywhere. So let's go there." Drivers have been in here cutting it up. Yep, let's get around that tree. This is more like it, Pete. Good job, mate. I don't think I would have found this one. sand. Well, this turned into a different kind of day. I was ready to finish it earlier, but here you go. This is where I'm missing the lower tyre pressure on the front. It's just rolling off the edges a bit more than it normally does. Excellent stuff, Peter. Excellent. Private road. Now, I don't know if that's the name of the road or if it is a private road. Excellent. That was good. I like that sort of stuff. Thanks for the ride, Pete.
No, you're welcome.
Awesome, mate. Appreciate the look around. It was very cool. So it's always good having a guided tour.
Yeah, well, there's still a shitload out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. But, yeah, look, you know, and a lot of that stuff, I'd actually been on a couple of those roads today.
Yeah.
But, you know, like you're just going up roads, I would probably go, oh, what's up that way? And I'd stop and look at the map, and you've just stitched it all together. It was fantastic, so I really appreciate it.
I think it's just knowing. I don't necessarily know the road, but I know where I am.
Yeah, I'm clueless.
Well, not completely.
Not completely. Well, no, that's right. All right. Thanks, bud. You take it easy, and we will continue chatting. Yeah, that's funny. Pete's been living in the area for 50 years. He didn't know that fuel was there, but they've been selling fuel there for 60 years, but it's only kind of the locals in the area, and they haven't really had signs out the front. So if you didn't know there were signs out up until there were signs out the front, you wouldn't know they sold fuel to the public. But it was funny. I'm saying, oh, let's just go up the road here to the landscaping shop. He's gone, no, there's no fuel at the landscaping shop. Well, yeah, I'm sure there is, you know. So he's gone blow me down. I've been here 50 years and I've never knew that was there. So there you go. Anyway, all right, thanks, big bikers. That turned into a much better day than well, it was going to be a nice day anyway. Always good for a ride. But tomorrow morning I'm meeting up with Bridget and Alan right there. So I shall talk to you tomorrow, I suppose. Over and out.